Vigils are taking place across the world this weekend to remember Liam Payne, the One Direction star who died on Wednesday. Well, this group of fans gathered in Sydney to remember him. Liam Payne fell from a third-floor balcony at his hotel in Buenos Aires. It's not yet known when his body will be repatriated to the UK.
My favourite memories with my sister are almost entirely revolving around One Direction. So for me, it feels like, I guess, like the end of us growing up together, which is really, that's what makes it so hard.
It's like the fondest memories I have. Like, I look back on it like it's my favorite time of my life. Like, there was always something to look forward to, and whether it would be like counting down to the shows or a new album, or even just seeing, like, going on Twitter, what did they wear at the latest show, and
Culture reporter Noor Nanji explains how fans around the world have been paying tribute to Liam.
I mean, there's a series of vigils around the world, so not just here in the UK. But starting with the UK, I am going to be heading myself to one of these vigils later today at 2 o'clock local time at Hyde Park in central London. And fans are being asked to bring letters and tributes and flowers to really just pay tribute to him and also mark this loss. And it's one of a series, as I say, of these vigils that are taking place around the UK. We've got other ones in Newcastle, Manchester, Birmingham taking place today, but outside as well in the rest of Europe and further afield. I mean, yesterday we were looking at some social media footage of a vigil in Manila in the Philippines, and there's also vigils and memorials taking place in Australia as well. So I think what it all shows is that, you know, Liam Payne was a cheeky boy from Wolverhampton. He was just 14 years old when he first auditioned for the X Factor, that talent show, and then 16 years old when he went on to audition again and then became part of this hugely successful boy band One Direction, and that took him on tours around the world and obviously winning hearts of fans around the world as well. And clearly that's the loss that they're reacting to, this very sudden loss, his death on Wednesday. And I think these gatherings are really an opportunity for fans, the Directioners as they call themselves, to come together and just sort of express their grief.
Yeah, and it's really difficult because it was an unexpected death. There's still a lot of questions around it. And a lot of Liam Payne's fans are younger. And I remember, this is showing my age, but when Take That split up, which is just a split, there was support, there were hotlines that fans could call. After Michael Jackson died, there was a lot of support. What kind of support is out there as well for people to help process this?
Well, I mean, I think these gatherings are a one real way of them sort of getting that sort of support, because it's the support from the community. And as you say, you know, the band went on this hiatus, as they call it, a couple of years ago. But despite that, you know, the fan base has remained very loyal, and we're really seeing that now. They're coming together, they're supporting each other, they're singing the songs and sort of holding hands at these vigils and these memorials. And I think that's one way of them expressing their grief, because of course he was only 31 years old. He was incredibly young. And I think another reason we're seeing this outpouring of support and sympathy is because for a lot of fans, people are saying things like it's the end of their childhood in a way, because they sort of grew up with this boy band, and you know, you never expect something like this to happen, and all of a sudden he's been taken away in such a sudden way.